morning, Cambridge. Today is Friday. Today is May 1st, 2020. It's the beginning of a new month and the end of another week. Awesome. So we're going to start off by reviewing the last sentence we learned, okay? I'm going to point to the sentence. It's on my screen. If you want to look at the sentence in your book, you can turn to page 397. You don't have to do that. You can look at it on the screen, okay? If you do want to look at it in your book, go ahead and click pause while you get to the sentence. Then click play when you're ready to continue. So here is sentence 20. The job required a consultant. Say that sentence. Get ready. Yes, the job required a consultant. Boys and girls, what word from that sentence means needed? What word from that sentence means needed? Get ready. Yes, required. Required is another word for needed. What do we call a person who is hired for a special job from this sentence? Get ready. Yes, consultant. Consultant is what we call a person who is hired for a special job. Now, say the sentence one more time. Get ready. Right. The job required a consultant. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start with today's lesson. We are going to be doing lesson 78. Lesson 78 is found on page 224 from your book. Go ahead and click pause while you look for the page. When you are ready to continue, click play. Okay, let's go to number 1 on column 1, the green column. Okay, so your finger is pointing to number 1. Word 1 is Achilles. What word? Yes, Achilles. You'll be reading a story about a person named Achilles. All right? Word 2. What word? Yes, shoulders. Word 3. What word? Yes, permitted. Word 4. What word? Yes, consultant. Word 5. What word? Yes, required. Word 6. What word? Yes, unless. Let's go ahead and read this column one more time. Number 1, what name? Get ready. Yes, Achilles. 2, what word? Yes, shoulders. 3, what word? Yes, permitted. 4, what word? Yes, consultant. 5, what word? Yes, required. 6, what word? Yes, unless. Let's go to column 2. Everyone pointing to number 1. Word 1, what word? Yes, fear. If you fear something, you are afraid of it. Here's another way of saying he was afraid of the dog. Listen. He feared the dog. Your turn. What's another way of saying he was afraid of the dog? Get ready. Right, he feared the dog. And what's another way of saying she was afraid of the dark? Get ready. Yes, she feared the dark. Word 2. What word? Yes, cost. 3. What word? Yes, magic. 4. What word? Yes, cloth. 5. What word? Yes, list. 6. What word? Yes, unfair. Let's go to column 3. Word 1. What word? Yes, weak. 2, what word? Yes, weakness. 3, what word? Yes, box. 4, what word? Yes, boxer. 5, what word? Yes, bench. 6, what word? Yes, hood. Awesome. Now everybody point to part B in your book. We're going to continue reading about Bertha. Now first you're going to read the story on your own. So click pause on the video and read it by yourself. When you are done reading it by yourself, click play and listen to me read it to you and ask you questions, okay? Right now that you clicked play, that means that you're done reading it the first time. Point to the title as I read. Very, very important that you're tracking, okay? Your fingers should always be tracking. Okay. Bertha tests the water. Half an hour later, Bertha was seated on a long bench just outside Building 21 of the refinery. She was blindfolded. In fact, she wore 3 blindfolds. Stop right there. The story for today. In the story for today, it's a half hour later, and we find out that something has happened to Bertha. What has happened to her? Get ready. Yes, she has been blindfolded. Why was she blindfolded for the test? Get ready. Right, so she couldn't see the water. Who thinks Bertha will pass the chief's test? Raise your hand. Get ready. Let's find out. Keep tracking. The chief had stuck tape over each eye. He had then wrapped a long cloth around her head. Finally, he had placed a hood over her head. The hood came down to her shoulders. Stop right there. Everybody touch the hood in the picture. The picture's on the next page. Get ready? There it is. Why can't we see the other blindfolds that she's wearing? Get ready? Right, because they're under the hood. Name the blindfolds we can't see. Get ready? Right, she has tape over each eye, a long cloth wrapped around her head. Right? Okay, let's go back. Let's finish this paragraph. Get ready? Next to her on the bench were 6 jars. Each was marked with a letter. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Stop right there. 6 jars are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F. Everybody, if there were 8 jars, what would jars 7 and 8 be labeled? Get ready. Right. G and H. We're on the next page under the picture. Keep tracking. The chief said, "This will be a good test. There is no way that she can see through the blindfolds." Stop right there. Everybody, who is he talking about? Get ready. Yes, he's talking about Bertha. Keep tracking. Even if she could see, she has no way of knowing where the water in each jar came from. The chief continued, "She won't be permitted to touch the jars, so she won't be able to use the water temperature as a clue. The only way that she'll be able to figure out where the water came from is to use her nose." "I think this test is unfair," Mr. Daniel said. "I'm calling our lawyers right now." Stop right there. Do you think the test is unfair? Get ready. Okay. Now, do you think Mr. Daniels really thought it was unfair? Get ready. Probably not. Why did he say he thought it was unfair? Get ready. Right, to stall for time so they wouldn't do the test. Okay. Keep tracking. You call your lawyers, the chief said, but I would like you and your men to watch what happens here. I'm going to write down what Bertha says about each jar. When everybody turn the page, she's done, I'll read where the water in each jar actually came from. The chief picked up jar A. I'm holding jar A in front of you, the chief said. Stop right there. Everybody, who is he talking to right now? Get ready. Yes, he's talking to Bertha. Yes, Bertha replied. And that water comes from the creek. You're sure about that? The chief asked. I'm very sure, Bertha replied. The chief wrote, Jar A Creek. The chief held up the other jars one at a time. He told the letter of the jar. Then Bertha told about the water. Then the chief wrote what she said. Stop right there. If Bertha said that the water in jar C came from the well, what would the chief write? Get ready? Yes, jar C, well. Keep tracking. After she had smelled all 6 jars, the chief told Maria, now give me the list that tells where you got each jar of water. Stop right there. Everybody, did the chief know where each jar of water came from? Get ready. No. Keep tracking. Maria handed the list to the chief. He read the list to himself and smiled. Stop right there. Who thinks Bertha passed the chief's test? Get ready. Why do you think that? Get ready. Yes, because the chief was smiling. Keep tracking. It seems that Bertha made a perfect score on this test. Stop right there. If she made a perfect score, how many things did she get wrong? Get ready. None. Right? Keep tracking. The water in jars A, B, and D came from the creek. The waters in jars C, E, and F came from the well. That is exactly what Bertha said. This doesn't prove anything, Mr. Daniels objected. I think it proves a lot, the chief replied. Bertha showed that she can tell where these jars of water came from. If she's right about these jars, she must be right about the water in the refinery. She says that the water in the refinery is from the creek. So that water must be from the creek. Stop right there. Everybody, let me read that part to you again. I want you to keep your finger on that last word while I reread a part of this story. Listen, if she's right about these jars, she must be right about the water in the refinery. She says that the water in the refinery is from the creek. So that water must be from the creek. Why does the chief know that Bertha is right about the water used in the refinery? Get ready. Yes, because she was right about the water in the jars. Let's go to the top of the next page. You're tracking as I read. The chief said to Mr. Daniels, you are using water from the creek. That is against the law. I order this refinery closed immediately. Stop right there. Everybody, how soon is that? Get ready. Yes, right away. Keep tracking. You can't do that, Mr. Daniels shouted. I just did it, the chief said. And I mean immediately. Bertha couldn't help but smile. The chief walked up to Bertha. put an arm around her shoulder, and walked toward the van with her. He said, "We can't use people who don't work for the state unless they are special consultants." "Oh," Bertha said sadly, "special consultants must fill out a form, and we must pay them." "Oh," Bertha said, "in fact, we're required to pay special consultants $500 a day." Stop right there. Everybody, could the state pay special consultants less than $500 a day? Get ready. No. How much must special consultants earn? Get ready. Yes, $500 a day. Keep tracking. "Oh," Bertha said, "so you'd better fill out one of those forms if you want to be a special consultant. You've already worked 2 full days." Stop right there. Everybody, who is going to become a special consultant? Get ready? Yes, Bertha. So how much will she earn a day? Get ready? Yes, $500. How many days has she already worked? Get ready? Yes, 2. Can you figure out how much money she has already earned? Think big. 500 plus 500. Get ready? Yes, $1,000. Keep tracking. Bertha didn't want to say "oh" again, and she didn't know exactly what to say, so she just looked up at the chief and smiled. Stop right there. How do you think she felt? Get ready? Yes, probably very happy. Let's finish the story. She felt that she was smiling too much, but she couldn't seem to stop. Smile, Bertha Turner. Smile. The end. Awesome. Everybody, how would you look if you were Bertha? Get ready? Probably you would have a wide smile on you right now, right? All right. What was Bertha's last name? Get ready? Yes, Turner. Okay, we're done with the story for today. You're going to do independent work. There are 17 questions on spiral, and you're going to be doing your workbook front and back for lesson 78. Don't forget to send me a picture of your work for a daily grade. Have an amazing day, Marshall. Bye.